All right. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. All right, we're going to find the vertex, then the equation of the axis of symmetry. We did this today in class, right? We're going to write down the transformation, compare them to the parent function, which is x squared. We're going to figure out if it has a maximum or a minimum. We don't need to do the value, and then the value, I'm sorry. And then we're going to go ahead and do the standard form. All right? So this over here would be vertex, correct? So make sure you have your cheat sheet so you can take a look at it and refer to it so you know what your A, your H, and your K is. Remember that the vertex is H and K, correct? All right, so let's go ahead and start with the first one. What I like to do, let's number this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so for number 1, I like to write down the values of everything like I was doing today in class. All right, so what's the value of A? -3. What's the value of H? -4. And what's the value of K? 5. All right, so my vertex is H and then K. So what's my vertex? -4 and 5. All right, what's my axis of symmetry? X equals -4. Does it have a minimum or does it have a maximum? It has a maximum. How do you know? It opens down. Very good. So it has a max. All right. Let's go ahead and write down the transformations. A tells me it opens down, right? I'm going to write them over here. I'm sorry, because I'm not going to have space over there. Opens down. Is that cool for down? Yes? All right. What else is that number telling me? And then okay, go. Look at your cheat sheets and tell me. Some of the notes that we took. It's a vertical what? It's a vertical stretch because it's bigger than 1. Good job. Vertical stretch. All right. The A always tells me 2 things. If it opens up or if it opens down. That means there's a reflection over here, right? It's reflected over the x-axis. Yay? All right. Now, that H of -4, what does it tell me? 4 units to the left, because it's negative. All right. What does the K tell me? 5 units up, and we're done, right? Those were the transformations. Yay? All right, now let's write it in standard form. All right, so standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. So what I have is -3 x plus 4 squared plus 5, and I need to change it to that. This guy needs to be changed to that. So what do you think I can do? But before I distribute, I'm going to take care of that. Because I got 2 of those, right? So I need to do a box for those. Correct? Remember, at this point, you are putting everything that you know together. Which should be a lot. Because the year's almost over. Alright, what is this box right here? X squared, 4x, 4x, and 16. So from there I get x squared plus 8x plus 16. And now I can go ahead and distribute, right? Alright, so -3 times x squared would be -3x squared. -3 times 8x, -24x. 3 times 16, to tell you the truth, I don't know what that is. Yeah, you're probably right. Yep, 48. And it's going to be negative, right? -48, and then plus 5. So I can put those two together, can I? For negative 43. So the standard form would be negative 3x squared minus 24x minus 43. Yay? So are we good with that? Yes? Alrighty, babies. Let's go to the next one. Can somebody check to see if that bucket, the last one over there, the first one, has a black Sharpie? Because this one is running out. Alright, what is A? 2. What is H? Positive 7. And what is K? Positive 1. Alright, what's my vertex? 7 and 1. What's my axis of symmetry? X equals 7. Alright, let's write down the transformation. This tells me that it opens up. Okay, vertical stretch or horizontal compression. Vertical stretch is bigger than 1. Alright, the H equals 7 tells me that it moves to the right 7 times. And K equals 1. It moves up 1. Very good. Good job, babies. Alright, does this have a maximum or a minimum? A minimum because it opens up. Very good. So min. Right? Yes? Alright, so now all I gotta do is change it to standard form. So we're gonna do a box. From the box, what do I get? Minus 14x plus 49, right? Ooh, that's a nice Sharpie. Look at that. It's a new one. Alright, now we gotta distribute the 2, right? So that would be 2x squared minus 28x. 49 plus 2 would be 98. Double check. And then plus 1, and we have to add those two, right? Alright, so the standard form would be 2x squared minus 28x plus 99. Yay? Yes, my babies? Alrighty. Alright, now we have it in words, and we need to go backwards, okay? So it's still the same thing. You still gotta have to find A, gotta have to find H, and gotta find K, okay? So it's still the same thing. A, H, and K. Horizontal shift to the right. Horizontal would be H, right? If it's to the right, that means it was positive 6. Very good. You got it. Reflected over the x-axis. So is it positive or is it negative? It's negative because it's reflected over the x-axis. So this opens down, not up. So I know that it's a negative. It doesn't say that it's a vertical stretch or a horizontal compression, so I'm assuming that it is 1 because it hasn't changed. Alright? Unless it says horizontal compression or unless it says vertical stretch with a scale factor of whatever, you do not, it's always 1. Okay? And then it says that it has a vertical shift of 2 units up. So my k would be positive 2, right? And then I come over here and I plug in, right? So my vertex form would be y equals negative x minus 6 squared plus 2. All right. What's my vertex? 6 and 2. What's my axis of symmetry? X equals 6. It opens down, so it has a maximum. And then let's turn that into standard form, right? We got to do a box for that. Go ahead and do your box. I'm not going to do it for you. Because the formula says there's a minus over there. Alright, so what do we got? X squared minus 12x plus 36. Now that negative is going to change everything into its opposite, right? So that would be minus negative x squared plus 12x minus 36 plus 2. I can put those two together. And y equals negative x squared plus 12x minus 34. Are we good? See, even though you have a calculator, you still got to be really good at doing these things, right? Because the calculator doesn't help you with any of that. That's why not everybody can be in Algebra 1. You need to know integers. You need to know how to distribute, because the calculator will not do... I mean, yeah, you can put the negatives in there, but it's going to take a whole lot more time, right? Than to say that it's all opposite or something like that. So this is why we're very selective on who we put in this class, because it's more challenging. I do. According to data, according to the test that you took, the placement test. All right, so horizontal shift. Okay, we got to do a. Let's chunk it. Hold on. A, H, and K. That's the first step. Okay, horizontal shift left 1 unit for H, right? Because that's horizontal. -1. That is to the left. All right, look at this. Vertical compression. So it's going to get, we're going to see our love handles, right? La lonjita. We're going to see it. So that means it's going to be with a scale factor of 1/2. So A equals what? 1/2. It doesn't say that it's reflected, so it should not be negative, right? And then it says a vertical shift down 5 units. -5. All right, so now now that we have A, H, and K, or we can do the vertex. What's the vertex? -1 and -5. What's my axis of symmetry? X equals -1. And now let's come up with the vertex form. All right? So it would be y equals yes, 1/2, open parentheses, x plus 1. Very good, because the negative times the negative would be +1. And then -5. All right, and then all we have to do is standard form, right? So you just got to expand. It's just a lot of work, but it's really not. I like to call it time consuming, but not brain consuming, because it's really... Where is he? Huh? Where is he? X squared. Plus 2x plus 1. And then let's go ahead and distribute, right? So that would be half of x squared. What's half of 2? 1. And what's half of 1? 1/2. And then minus 5, right? Yay? And then I can put those two together. So y equals 1/2 x squared plus x minus, so you take 5 and you take away a half, that will be 4.5, but I'm going to put it as a fraction. What is 4.5 as a fraction? 9 over 9 halves? Yeah, we've done that before, right? We've done the 9 halves. Yay? Alright, I want you to try 5 on your own. Go. Or as a group. You can do it as a group. It's okay. You can do it as a group. Go. Oh, I'm sorry. What is it? It's a... No, it's a minimum. It's positive, right? Isn't the A positive? Yeah, so it's a minimum. Yeah, thank you. It's a minimum. Alright, are we good? Awesome. Alright, what's A? Vertical stretch by a factor of 6. That means it's getting skinnier, right? What's H? 4. And what's my K? Awesome. So y equals 6x minus 4 plus 3. Okay? All right, vertex 4, 3. Stop talking. Axis of symmetry, x equals 4. Maximum or minimum? Minimum, because it opens up. And then expand that to get your standard, right? So that would be 6x squared minus 8x plus 16. All right, so 6x squared. What is 16 times 6? 96? No, it's plus 96. All right, so y equals, I'm competing. Don't understand why. 6x squared minus 48x plus 99, right? All right, awesome. All right, we're not going to do the back because you can't really see, so scratch out number 5. But we are going to do this ones right here. We're not going to sketch them. I just want the equation. I showed you how to do this today in class, right? All right, so write the equation of a parabola whose vertex is 4 and negative 1 and passes through the points 2, 3 and 6, 3. It doesn't say vertex form, okay? So if it doesn't say vertex form, go ahead and write it in standard form. Where do we need to go? There you go. Go for it. Yeah, it's 5. Remember, it's 5, not 4, because this is a quadratic. How do you know it's a quadratic? Because it's telling you that it's a parabola. If it doesn't tell you that it's a quadratic or it doesn't tell you that it's a parabola, you cannot assume that it is a quadratic. All right, so what do we got? X squared, no, give me the equation. X squared, oh my God. Thank you. Minus 8x plus 15. That's a 1. All right, let's do the next one. Don't tell me what A, B, or C is. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the equation. All right, write the equation of a parabola whose vertex is 3, 5, passes through the points 2, 7, and 4, 7. All right, give me the equation. 2x squared minus 12x plus 23. All right, same thing over here. Vertex is negative 2 and negative 1, 4 and negative 7, negative 7 and negative 7. Okay? All right, talk to me. Oh, I don't want decimals. Negative 1/5 x squared minus 3/5 x double check, make sure that Evelyn is correct. Negative 7/5. So negative 1.4 is negative 7/5, right? Are we good? How do we feel about this? Don't lie to me, though. All right. Are we good? All right, let's go here. Are we good? All right, which correctly identifies the values of the parameters a, h, and k for the function f of x equals negative 2, x plus 3 squared, all of that squared plus 1. Don't try to look for them before writing them, because that's how you messed up. Okay? So the first thing that I would do is write them down. A is negative 2, h is negative 3, and k equals 1. And then I will go and look for it. Because before you know it, you're picking that h equals positive 3. And you mess it up. Something that is as easy as finding a, h, and k, right? So what's my answer? Let's see. Negative 2, negative 3, and 1. Good job. All right. What is the equation of this graph? All right. What's my vertex? 0 and 3. Which means, what's my h? And what's my k? I'm sorry. Yes, it is. 3, 0. All right. So 3 and 0. So which means h is 3 and k is 0. So I'm not going to have anything added to it, right? According to this, that's plus 0, right? So I should not have anything added to it. So I can eliminate which one? A and? No, I cannot eliminate C yet. No, it's outside the parentheses, not inside the parentheses, the K. Look at your cheat sheet. The K is outside. That's the 0, right? So whatever this is, that should go, H goes inside. So I should have x minus 3 squared. Yes? All right. So I cannot eliminate, oh, you can eliminate C because it's plus. That's what you're saying. Okay. But I was talking about the K. I wasn't talking about the H. So let's not go ahead because I was talking about the H. That's why I got confused because I thought you were looking at for an inside. Okay. So you can eliminate A because you should be plus 0, right? And like Virginia said, you can eliminate C because that should be x minus 3. Okay? And then you can eliminate B because it doesn't have that x plus 3 squared, right? X minus 3 squared, I'm sorry. And that does make sense because it's a negative and it should be opening down. So the correct answer would be D. Somebody slap him. All right. All right, next one. All right, which function includes a translation of 3 units to the left? What does 3 units to the left impact? But which one? H. The H. So the H equals negative 3. Which means in the equation it's not going to be negative 3. In the equation it's going to be what? X plus 3, correct? So which, it almost got you. Yay. So it's letter A. All right. Yes. Okay, hold on. Because somebody is confused. Why is it plus 3? Because you need to take a look. Look, if you're not looking at this, you don't know what you're doing. All right? The h is negative because it moves to the left. But when it comes in the equation, that negative times that negative is what? A positive. So I'm looking for x plus 3 squared. There's only one that has that x plus 3 squared. Only one. Correct? All right. If you still don't know it, you just learn it today. Some of you may not know it yet. So keep looking at your reference sheet. It's in your reference sheet as well. Okay? This is one of those things that you do not need to learn. Are we good? All right. Which equation shows the translations 3 units to the left? All right. So to the left would impact h, right? So h is what? -3. Vertical compression by a factor of 2. So what does that impact? The a. So a equals 2. That's the parent function. That's the parent function, right? This is me, and then that's you guys, right? When I change it, it's you guys. All right. So you can eliminate C and D because it has a vertical stretch instead of a vertical compression, right? It has a stretch instead of a compression. I'm sorry. Thank you. It should be vertical stretch, not compression, right? All right. And then that -3, when it comes over here, is +3. Because, again, a negative times a negative would be positive. So the correct answer was B. Are we good? All right, Joanne hit a ball straight up into the air. The height of the ball in meters is given by the function, and there you have it. Seconds after the ball is hit. In how many seconds will the ball hit the ground? I'm looking for my zeros. Very good. So let's try the y equals 2 first, right? See what happens. I can see them. Very good. It's right there. It's not going to be the first one because that's when you, right? When you throw the ball. And then when does it hit the ground? At 6. All right? So this is always your first choice. Go to the graph, go to y equal to, write the function, and then go to the table, right? And in your zeros, that's your x-intercept, y equals 0. We should know that by now. So it will be letter B. All right, Kevin threw a ball straight up with an initial speed of 20 meters per second, and then you got your function. Describe the ball's height in meters. Thank you. And t seconds after Kevin threw it. What are the coordinates of the vertex? Oh, come on. Vertex. No. What is it? +2 and 20. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, are we good? All right, what's your question? Oh, do you have anything in the back? Because I don't see A, B, C, D there. All right, so we cannot do 7. All right. Are we good?